Bryce Huff is the closer. With a little help from Jermaine Johnson, the Jets' edge duo shut out the Eagles' offense. So let's take a look at the All-22 and I'll show you why Bryce Huff has the third most pressures in the NFL. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's Luke here from PLAJ and we are back in the film room with another All-22 breakdown, and today we're going to focus in on one of the most underrated players in the NFL, and that's Bryce Huff. The Jets' defensive end has amassed 33 QB pressures this season, and he's a key reason why the Jets' defensive line is the best in the league. I'm going to give Jermaine Johnson his flowers too, so stick around for that. But let's start with Huff. Number 47, right-hand side of your screen, the left defensive end position for the New York Jets. And you're going to see him win here with his patented cross-chop move. Off the snap, look how he threatens the tackle to the inside, cross-chop, bend through contact, and he gets to Jalen Hurts. This is perfection. It's quintessential Bryce Huff. His game is predicated around speed, twitch, and technique, and that last word is key, because have a look at this pass rush plan. Bryce Huff attacks the inside shoulder of the right tackle. Look at the right tackle's left leg right here. You're going to see he's got all his weight on it. He's worried about Bryce Huff just blowing through the B gap, but then he's going to propel himself. Look at Bryce Huff spring off that right leg, get to the outside, cross chop down, and then look at him bend through contact. This is a strong man. He gets around the edge and he sacks Jalen Hurts. That is a beautiful rep. The speed, the technique, it is all there, and I love the violence of that hand utilization. Get off me, get rid of the trail hand of the right tackle. He just exposed the backup tackle for the entirety of the second half, and he took over the football game. So we've just seen a great example of Huff winning to the outside with a cross chop, and now he's going to counter with an inside move. He's showing off his full repertoire. But on this occasion, the play's about vision and football IQ rather than having a preconceived pass rush plan. You're going to see Bryce Huff's on the right-hand side of your screen, and on this occasion, he's reading Jordan Mailata. He opens up the gate to the inside, Huff attacks, and he and JJ are perilously close to securing the Jets' third safety in 3 consecutive weeks. But what I like here is the ability to read and diagnose on the fly. Freeze it right here. Jordan Mailata's hips are facing this sideline. He is overcompensating for the speed and the threat of Bryce Huff around the edge. Huff reads it, he reacts, he bounces off that right leg, wins to the inside almost untouched, and Jalen Hurts just has the wherewithal to escape. Then he gets outside the pocket. You're going to see him throw to his right-hand side, and the Jets fortunately break up the pass. But on the other side, it's time to focus on Jermaine Johnson. I talked about this last week against the Broncos. His ability to bull rush and move tackles off the spot and go through their face is extraordinary. He's the reason that Huff has a chance to win to the inside here. He just flattens the backup right tackle. Look at the displacement. Bang! Those are heavy hands. That's a violent athlete. And Jermaine Johnson's been one of the best players in the NFL over the last 2 weeks. These two combined now have power and speed, and they are just threatening the quarterback on every single snap. What a beautiful play. They didn't quite finish, but I love this from the Jets' young defensive ends. But this right here is why I call Bryce Huff the closer. He's the Jets' Mariano Rivera. When the opposing team is in obvious pass rushing situations late in the game, he is borderline unblockable. Once again on this occasion, he makes a mockery of the right tackle. Bryce Huff coming from the right-hand side of your screen. Look at the first step quickness and zoom, he just blows past him and is this close. He is this close to sacking Jalen Hurts. But guess what? The other team, they get paid too. Hurts makes a great play to escape, extend the play, but the Jets are there to shut it down with Jordan Whitehead. But it's all about the speed and the twitch of Bryce Huff. He is almost untouched around the corner here in an obvious pass rushing situation. That is wild. The tackle literally knows that Bryce Huff is coming. He's going to go speed on the outside and he's going to bend around the corner, and he still can do nothing about it. There's also a really nice subtle hand usage here from Bryce Huff. Look how he raises the right arm to chop down on the trail hand of the tackle, defeat it, and propel himself into Jalen Hurts. This is why Bryce Huff has 33 pressures this season. I know he doesn't get the sack, but the Jets' game plan was all about getting Jalen Hurts off the spot. Ironically, he's great with his legs, but he's one of the worst 3 quarterbacks in the NFL as far as completion percentage and EPA outside the pocket. They do a great job here. Bryce Huff, he's the closer. But even when he doesn't win cleanly around the edge, Huff's still a threat to the quarterback, and that's because of the vision that we've highlighted in this video. Coming from the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to see something a little bit unusual from Bryce. He goes for a bull rush. He tries to bully Jordan Mailata straight through his chest, but frees it right here. Jordan Mailata does an excellent job negating that and stonewalling. But this is why rushing as a duo and a tandem is so important. Focus on the right-hand side of your screen. Jermaine Johnson does the same thing, but he bullies the right tackle at the point of attack. Low man wins, tight man wins, displacement, get off me, and look at the result. Jalen Hurts is forced to squeeze up in the pocket, and now we get the effort and the vision of Bryce Huff. Look how he just throws Jordan Mailata to the side, works back to the inside, plays with his hair on fire, and gets the sack. This is team football, working together, utilizing the win of a teammate to turn it into a sack for yourself. Bryce Huff doesn't win here. This isn't a pressure for Bryce Huff, but he still gets the cleanup sack because he has the vision and the football IQ to see what's going on, to understand that the quarterback has been flushed because Jermaine Johnson is a beast on the bull rush. Great work from both of these young football players. I feel like I've said it throughout the video. They just keep getting better and better. And to close out the video, this last clip, it has nothing to do with Bryce Huff, but I needed a platform to gush about Jermaine Johnson because this is the definition of stacking moves on top of one another. I love this from him. JJ's number 11. I want you to watch off the snap how he attacks the outside shoulder of the right tackle, cross chop, violence to the inside, and then gets to the arm of Jalen Hurts and forces the interception for Bryce Hall. This is a gorgeous play. Initially, he wins with the cross chop. Look how he violently swipes away the trail hand, just like we talked about with Bryce Huff earlier in the video, defeats it, gets to the outside, but the right tackle gets grabby. This is a hold here. So how do we overcome this? We're going to use his body weight against him. We're going to club him, throw him out of the way, work back to the inside on that counter, and get to the arm to in turn force the turnover. Smart football. The ability to do this on the run after you've already won with your cross chop is high level intelligence. It's high level football, and it's why Jermaine Johnson has impressed me so much over the last fortnight. This is perfect, and what a great way to close out our video. So guys, that illustrates why the Eagles were shut out in the second half. A pass rushing masterclass from Bryce Huff and Jermaine Johnson. If they continue to dominate, the Jets are going to win a lot of football games this year.